After the Iranian Revolution in 1979, the Imperial Iranian Navy was named Islamic Republic of Iran Navy. As the Naval Warfare Service branch of the Islamic Republic of Iran's armed forces, it has traditionally been the smallest branch of the Iranian military and is tasked mainly with securing Iran's ports and coastline. Over time, the Iranian Navy has changed its mission to primarily anti-piracy beyond the Persian Gulf and Gulf of Oman. The Iranian Navy has aspirations of becoming a blue water navy but has lost influence to the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps Navy, which is now primarily tasked with securing Iran's interests in the Persian Gulf region. Overview: the Iranian Navy was rebuilt after being almost completely destroyed during the Anglo-Soviet invasion of Iran in World War II. Following World War II, the fleet began replacing destroyed warships with destroyers, frigates and many smaller vessels, including powerboats and hovercraft, many of which originated from the US and UK, which had played a part in destroying much of the original equipment in World War II. In the 1970s, Iran planned to extend its naval reach into the Indian Ocean, but this goal was curtailed by the Islamic Revolution and the ensuing Western-backed First Gulf War, which left it hampered in the face of the invasion. Mohammad Reza, the last Shah of Iran, ordered 4 modern, general-purpose destroyers from the United States and 8 modified Courtenay-class frigates from Royal Shelter, but both contracts were cancelled after the Iranian Revolution. The destroyers were instead commissioned in the U.S. Navy as the Kidd class, while construction of the frigates had not yet started. In terms of major surface ships, Iran relies on its Alvin-class frigates as well as the new Mudge-class frigates, which were indigenously developed in Iran, and a reverse-engineered Alvin-class with modern electronics, radar and armament. Iran's 3 destroyers are over 50 years old and are kept in material reserve at Bushehr. The Navy does not include capital ships. Its largest ships are 5 frigates and 3 corvettes, all of which are armed with modern anti-ship missiles. The main focus of the Iranian Navy seems to be on developing new frigates, corvettes and medium to large fast boats capable of carrying modern, precision anti-ship missiles. 3 of 5 frigates, however, were commissioned over 25 years ago, and these ships have been updated with Chinese C-802 missiles. Iran's 3 corvettes were commissioned over 30 years ago. One was originally a government yacht but has now been armed with C-802 missiles as well, but it is deployed at Anzali on the Caspian Sea. These 8 ships are supported by 3 Russian-built SSK Kilo-class attack submarines and Ghadir and Nahang-class mini-submarines. History: an Iranian navy in one form or another has existed since Achaemenid times and the First Persian Empire around 500 BC. The Islamic Republic of Iran Navy came into being when the former Imperial Iranian Navy of the Pahlavi era was renamed following the Iranian Revolution in 1979. Following this was the US-led arms embargo on Iran and the Iran-Iraq War, in which the IRIN played a role. The arms embargo restricted Iran's ability to maintain and equip its navy. It had to find new sources of armaments. Equipment and weaponry were imported from the Soviet Union, China, North Korea and later, Russia. Iran also established its own domestic armaments industry. This industry has also supported the Navy by providing weaponry, equipment and spare parts. Navy aviation. Procurement of naval equipment. Suffering from decaying Western-supplied weapons purchased by the Shah, Tehran has been acquiring new weapons from Russia, China and North Korea. Iran has expanded the capabilities of the naval branch of the IRGC, acquired additional mine warfare capability, and upgraded some of its older surface ships. Iran's exercises have included a growing number of joint and combined arms exercises with the land forces and air force. Iran has also improved its ports and strengthened its air defenses. while obtaining some logistic and technical support from states like India and Pakistan. As far as major new equipment is concerned, Iran has been building up its naval strength by acquiring 3 Kilo-class submarines from Russia, as well as other equipment, including 10 Haodong fast attack craft from China. Russia and India were reported to be assisting Iran with training and operating its Kilo-class submarines. As regards other requirements, in December 1997, Rear Admiral Mohammad Karim Tavakoli, commander of the 1st Naval Zone, with HQ at the Persian Gulf port of Bandar Abbas, claimed that the Iranian Navy had completed design work on 3 multi-role corvettes and a small submarine, to be built in Iran. In August 2000, Iran announced that it had launched its first domestically produced light submarine or swimmer delivery vehicle, named the Al-Sabir 15 because of its 15 meters length, in an official ceremony at the Bandar Abbas Naval Base. In May 2005, Iran Navy announced that it had launched its first Ghadir-class midget submarine and on 8 March 2006 announced that it had launched another submarine, named Nahang. During 2000, the Islamic Republic of Iran Navy Aviation significantly improved its capability by taking delivery from Russia of a number of Mi-8 AMT transport attack helicopters. Under a contract signed in 1999, Russia agreed to supply 21 Mi-171s to Iran. Delivery was completed in 2001, although the exact number destined for the Navy was unknown. In summer 2001, there were indications that Iran would order a further 20 Mi-171s, although as of mid-2004, it was not known if this had occurred. In November 2002, sources at both Iran's Aerospace Industries Organization and the China Aerospace Science and Industry Corporation confirmed that the two groups were working on common anti-ship missile production and development. The effort, which Iranian sources call Project Noor, covers the short-range C-701 and the long-range C-802 weapons developed by COSIC's China National Precision Machinery Import and Export Co. subsidiary. The possibility that a formal collaborative project was underway was first raised in 1998. When Iran displayed an anti-ship missile design similar to the 15-kilometer range C-701 shortly after the Chinese system was unveiled. An IO spokesperson confirmed that Project Noor involves the C-701. However, officials in the same company described the weapon as a long-range, turbojet-powered, sea-skimming anti-ship missile, which better fits the 120 km range C-802, and suggests that the cooperation agreement may cover both weapon systems. In early 2004, Iran announced the release of a new cruise missile program named RAD. The RAD appears to be a modification of the Chinese Hai-2 anti-ship missile, one of a series of missiles China developed from the original Soviet-era P-21 design. On 29 September 2003, Iran's domestically produced Sina-class missile boat Pakan, equipped with modern anti-ship missiles and modern electronics, entered service in the Islamic Republic of Iran Navy. The ship was launched in the Caspian Sea to protect Iran's interests there and was mentioned among the achievements of the Iranian Navy by Rear Admiral Habibullah Sayyara. On the 22nd of September 2006, Iran announced to have commissioned their second self-made Kaman-class missile boat, Joshan, built in memory of the original Joshan, lost in the Persian Gulf during Operation Praying Mantis on 18 April 1988. According to Iran's Navy Commander Admiral Kushaki, Joshan has a claimed speed of over 45 knots, and enjoys the world's latest technology, especially with regard to its military, electrical and electronic systems, frame and chassis, and it has the capabilities required for launching powerful missiles. In 2002, Iran announced it would start the production of its first domestically produced destroyer, By most international standards, the ship, the first of the Mudge class, would be considered a light frigate or a corvette. On 24 November 2007, Iran's Rear Admiral Habibullah Sayara announced that Iran would launch its first domestically produced destroyer, Jamaran, though internationally rated as a frigate, and an Iranian Ghadir-class submarine. It is said to be a sonar-evading stealth submarine. Initially known as Molya, then Molyaride, finally Jamaran, appears to be a development of the Alvan class. The Mudge or Molly class guided missile frigate entered service in 2010. Another frigate in the same class, named Damavand, has been commissioned in the port of Bandar Anzali in the Caspian Sea in 2013. This ship, just like the Jamaran, has the capability to carry helicopters, anti-ship missiles, surface-to-air missiles, torpedoes, modern guns and air defense guns. The ship is also equipped with electronic warfare devices. The two mentioned frigates have brought Iran's frigate arsenal from 3 to 5, while 2 others are being built to be added to Iran's fleet of warships in the Persian Gulf. In March 2006, the Navy deployed a submarine named Nahang, but the pictures broadcast by state media at the time showed it was a mini-sub. On the 22nd of February 2008, the Iranian Defense Ministry announced that 74 domestically produced gunboats had entered service with the Iranian Navy. Picture: the Navy has had reported to have the Hoot supercavitating torpedo and the Thekab in trials or service, though reliable information is scarce. Iran's Deputy Navy Commander Captain Mansour Maqsoud Law announced in February 2010 that Iran has begun planning to design and manufacture domestically built aircraft carriers. The initial designs for building the carriers has been approved as of 2010, and the process of research and the design for the aircraft carrier is currently being looked into by the Iranian government. However, as of August 2013, the Iranian Navy is still currently in the research and design stages due to lack of government support and funding. In 2012, Iran overhauled one of the Kilo-class submarines in its possession, in Yunus. Iran was able to complete this rehaul at Bandar Abbas Naval Base. In addition, the Iranian Navy has modernized and recommissioned the 11 35-ton Bayandor-class corvettes, equipped with Nor anti-ship cruise missiles and torpedo launchers. Another modern frigate named Sahand, with 2,000 tons displacement, is being fitted up with weapons and equipment in Bandar Abbas Naval Base, planned for launch in 2013. In July 2012, foreign analysts reported that Iran was gaining new deployment capabilities, allegedly to strike at U.S. warships in the Persian Gulf in the case of an armed conflict, amassing an arsenal of anti-ship missiles while expanding its fleet of fast attack crafts and submarines. In December 2014, Iran conducted joint wargames involving Iranian Army, Air Force and Navy. Naval phase took part on a wide area, ranging from Persian Gulf to northern Indian Ocean and to Gulf of Aden. New systems were tested, including new anti-ship cruise missiles, electromagnetic and acoustic naval mine-sweeping system and Fatih submarine facilities. In 1977, the bulk of the fleet was shifted from Khorramshahr to the new headquarters at Bandar-e Abbas. Bushehr was the other main base. Smaller facilities were located at Khorramshahr, Kark Island, and Bandar-e Khomeini. Bandar-e Anzali was the major training base and home of the small Caspian Sea Fleet, which consisted of a few patrol boats and a minesweeper. The naval base at Bandar Beheshti on the Gulf of Oman had been under construction since the late 1970s and in late 1987 still was not completed. Smaller facilities were located near the Strait of Hormuz. Iran also announced that new bases established on Oman Sea. Abu Musa, small docking facility on the island's west end, located near Abu Musa Airport. Al-Fasaya, Bandar Beheshti, port and base facilities in the Gulf of Oman. Bandar-e Abbas, Naval HQ and home to Naval Air Base. Bandar-e Anzali, once training base and now home to Caspian Sea Fleet. Bandar-e Khomeini, small sheltered base located near the border with Iraq. Bandar-e Marshah, small base located near Bandar-e Khomeini. Bushehr, repair and storage facility in the Persian Gulf, home to Navy Technical Supply Center and R&D Center. Halul, Jask, small base located across from Oman and UAE in southeastern Iran at the mouth of the Straits of Hormuz. Kark, small base on the island and located northwest of Bushehr. Khorramshahr, former naval HQ, now repair and shipbuilding facilities. Larak, small base on the island and near Bandar-e Abbas. Karg Island base in the Straits of Hormuz, home to hovercraft fleet. Nowshah, not a base, but home to Imam Khomeini University for Naval Science. Kesh, small port facility near Karg and Bandar-e Abbas. Shahid Rajari, Siri, island port facility located in the Persian Gulf and across from UAE.